Hey guys, I wanted to come on here and do a quick Q&A update for you guys have been asking me different questions on what's going on and what's been happening in the past 3-4 years. Can't believe it. Time flew by so fast. I just can't believe it. They did say once you join, the time goes fast. The days are long, weeks are long, months are fast, years are fast. So always remember that. I wrote down all the questions because I didn't want to hold my phone because I'm recording on my phone. So I wanted to write the questions down. It was a lot of questions, but I had to condense them down to a few, and hopefully there are still good questions and good updates that you guys will want answered. Let's get right into the questions. So the first question is, what is your job? I don't know why I haven't answered this. I thought I did answer these. I think I did, but it is for Charlie, which is for C code in the Air Force. Some people call it MOS. You know, it depends on what branch you're in. But this job title for mental health tech. I went open general. Yeah, I did talk about these, but I'll go over it again. So I went open general, and I ended up getting. I listed 2 jobs, which they tell you to list a whole bunch, or they tell you to list one. First I had list 1, which was the dental assistant, because I'm a dental assistant before I joined the military. I put dental assistant. I was like, that's it. That's all I'm putting down. And so they were like, you need to put 1 more, because I was going to turn it in now and be done with it, which I should have. I should have followed my first mind. I should have just turned the paper in, but I went ahead and put dental assistant, and then I put mental health tech, and they said they always give you a second one, and I've never known that. It's different tricks of the trade of the military, but after I ended up getting the job, they told me, yeah, you're supposed to only list 1, the one that you really wanted. And so, but anyway, so that's my job, mental health tech. Yeah, that's my job. My tech school. So how long was your tech school? My tech school was 4 months. How did you get it? Open general. How long did you sign for? How long was your contract that you signed for? And I signed for 4 years. A lot of people I know signed up for 6 too, but I am so grateful that I signed 4 years. Just to have the opportunity, if I want to sign more, if I want to get out, just have the option is what I'm grateful for, having the option. So I signed 4 years. Is the guy you previously talked about in your other video still around? So yes. Remember I was giving y'all this little motivational talk about if you're in a relationship and you want to go out to the military, either they're going to stay or they're going to go. Do you? And he ended up working out. Well, it ended up working out because he's my husband. We've been married going on 4 years in December, so it did work out. Is it hard being in the military? That's kind of like a broad question. Some people would say yes, some people would say no. Me, this is my personal opinion, disclosure. This is my personal opinion, what I think and what I have experienced. It was not hard. The hardest thing about the military for me was doing what I was told, every single detail. Like you don't belong to yourself. Someone is telling you when to eat, sleep, drive, go to work, stay home, exercise. That was the hardest part for me, but it wasn't hard at all. From basic training, tech school, it wasn't hard. People are telling you what to do, so you just follow the rules. And if you're not a rule follower, then I can see how it would be hard for you. But it wasn't hard to me. Would you have rather joined earlier or later? Oh, that's a tough one. That's a tough question. Let's see. So I joined when I was 23. A lot of people join when they were 17, 18, under 21. I would say I wish I would have joined sooner, because once you join later, you've already established who you're gonna be. You already walking to the beat of your own drum, and now joining later, you're technically not grown, you know, going enlisted. You're like a baby again. So that's the part that I did not know about. And yeah. Where was your first base and did you travel? My first base was, before I say these, it took me a while to say it because I didn't want a bunch of people, you know, writing me, DMing me, reporting whatever I'm saying or talking about. So my first base was Herbert Fields, Special Operations Base. I did not travel. I'm from Alabama, so I didn't travel at all. Yeah, so I was like around the corner. Actually, it felt like home, which is a blessing and a curse. So we'll talk about that later. On the part where did you travel, I did not travel at all. I was at my base. A couple opportunities came up for me to do TDYs, but it didn't work out. But I haven't deployed. I didn't get to travel much. I just stayed right in my little location of where I was. So some people did, some people traveled. You will find that if you're in the military or thinking about joining, some people will travel like crazy, and some people will be at one base for years or go to a couple bases, you know, and not travel as much. It also depends on your job. From my experience, I don't think being a mental health tech, I don't hear a lot about people deploying and traveling as much. All I hear about is just TDYs and PCSs. So I don't know. That was my experience. Are you doing 20 years? I am not doing 20 years. When I first joined, and this is very important for you to stick to your guns. Whatever happens, but make sure you stick to your plan. My plan was to join, get the experience. If I liked it, if I got as much as I wanted to get out of it, I would have done more years, but I think I'm gonna do my 4 and I'm done. I'm thinking about considering reserves. So I have a few more weeks to decide. So we'll see where that goes. But I am not doing 20. I'm sorry. Some people do 20. Kudos to you. Some people do 4. Some people do 6, 8, 15. Me, I'm 4 and done. Do you have kids? So I have 2 babies. I have a 2-month-old. I know. And I have a 2-year-old. So I have my oldest is a boy, and then my baby is a girl. So I have a boy and a girl. Do you regret joining the military? I don't regret joining. As many trials and tribulations that I have had, and all the experience within the 4 years, all the things that I have went through, all the success, the failures, everything, I do not regret joining, because it's like once in a lifetime situation. And I am like an artist. I like to be free. I like to experiment. I like to try things and move on to the next. That's just the person I am. So I don't regret joining. This will be something I'll never forget. Great experience, great benefits. It got me, it was like a bridge. In that bridge gap, it got me across that bridge, and I was able to meet a lot of people, and you know, just experience a lot of cool things that a lot of people, remember, it's only 1% that try it. So a lot of people don't have that experience, and I really suggest, if it was a possibility, I think everyone should go through a boot camp or a basic training. Even if you don't join the military, I think it should be some kind of program for different occupations to just go through a boot camp or a basic training. So I think that would be really cool to watch. Would you do it again? I'll do it again. I'll do it over again. I always think about this question, would I do it all over again? I would do it all over again, because like I said previously, it was a great experience. I loved having the opportunity to do it. What is something you would take with you that you learned in the military? Somebody must do, I was already getting out or something, or separating. Something I would take with me is the discipline. I would take the discipline, because I am a procrastinator. I worked so hard on that. Even being in the military, I was late for a lot of things, or not late, because if you're not 15 minutes, you're late. So you have to be 15 minutes early or you're late. So I was never 15 minutes. I was probably 5 minutes early. So that was considered late. But what I would take with me is the discipline and the being on time, showing up, trying to plan early. That was something I really benefit from. Just planning things out and knowing, writing it down on the calendar, trying to be as organized as possible. Another thing I would take with me, and I'm so grateful, my air conditioner just went on. I'm so grateful that I stay true to myself. A lot of people get in and it is a mental test. It's a mental journey. And a lot of people lose themselves. I had moments where I kind of had to figure out who I was and, and continue to go forward and go through, even through the trials and tribulations. It could be tough, but it's not impossible. I'm happy that I am taking with me my dignity, my personality. I'm finally getting back to myself. Of course, being married and having kids, it take a whole nother toll on your life. But I am happy that I stayed true to myself. You're gonna run into a whole lot of personalities, and working in mental health as well, I would take that with me too, knowing how to communicate with people, knowing that it's millions of people with different personalities. So I learned how to adjust and, be patient with people and look at them from human beings and not be as judgmental, because you don't know what people go through in their childhood and their life. And it has just made me have so much compassion. I had compassion before and I was a very nice person, but now I dig a little bit deeper and trying to figure out why people think the way they think, why they're doing the things that they do. And I can, help the next person. Say, hey, look, you being judgmental, you don't know what this person has went through. Let's just be a little bit more kind, so that is something I would take with me. A lot of other things I probably would take with me, but I can't think at this moment. That was a tough question, but yeah, that's what I would say. Stay true to yourself. That is the biggest thing. If I don't make another video, if I don't say anything else, being true to you, so you can look at yourself in the mirror and feel comfortable in the things that you said, the decision that you made, that will be, it just means the world to me, because I want to sleep good at night, knowing that I did right by people and knowing that I respected people in the way that they needed to respect, and just being nice, man. Just, I can harp on that all day, but I won't harp on it. But that is all my questions, guys. I think that was some of the big ones. Of course, like I said, I had a lot of questions, but hopefully once you leave them down below, I'll answer them in the comment section. But thank you guys so much for staying connected with me. I will see you next time.